Hello everyone, my name is MSAshiking, and today we're playing The Sims 4. What are we doing in The Sims 4 today, you ask? Well, we're building another house. So, why don't we get into it? Alrighty, so here we are in this lot here. This is also in Newcrest. I'm going to be trying to build most of my houses in Newcrest here. Just, have this whole, world filled up and everything. I'm kind of just going around here, trying to lay out the floor plan a bit. Obviously, you gotta use those squares, lots and lots of squares. And if you haven't already figured it out, I have a new setup. I'm no longer in my bedroom. I'm in my living room now. And behind here is my boyfriend's setup, but I'm covering that up because it's ugly. But yeah, so we're just gonna delete all the interior walls in here because I don't know if I want to stick with the floor pattern here a little bit. Because it's just I don't think it works that well. So we're just gonna go ahead and delete those. And then we're gonna restart the floor pattern we have here. Obviously, we're gonna cut off this front half here just to create a room and some separation. We're gonna do another room here and another room there. And I feel like this is kind of working. Try to separate the rooms so we don't have too much open floor plan, but still have that flow going on. We're gonna add a staircase because we do want a second floor. We just haven't built the second floor yet, to my knowledge. But we're just gonna find that right spot for that staircase and move things around just to make sure it's just the right spot. Alright, we should be good here on the bottom floor. Now going up, we're just going to, of course, start with the squares. Oh my, excuse me. And we're just going to do this top half here as a square, and the rest of it we're just going to roof over. And I feel like we're going to, I don't like where these stairs are because it's kind of an awkward spacing to try and have a full bedroom up here, which is what I want to do, and have a bathroom. But we are just going to go over here and use a gabled roof and a hipped roof just to kind of start roofing here a little bit. I think that looks really cute. And then we're going to do the same thing on top, just doing that, lowering the roof down and everything. Kind of do another gabled roof, fix it up some to match so that way they're kind of even and they look like they're meant to be together. I wanted to try and arch it a little bit, but the arching wasn't working because it just looked like it was clipping really weirdly, and I wanted to fix that, but it's okay. We're going to raise the platform foundation, and we are going to add a front porch. We're going to delete all the walls I just added because we added this feature just for the porch platform here. We're going to add just a plain placeholder for stairs here, just plain white stairs. And then we should be going in the backyard now to also add a porch there, just to have some nice yard access in the back. Even though the house is already huge on this lot and we don't have that much room in the back to have many recreational activities back there. We're going to add some windows. I like these windows from Seasons. Seasons is one of my favorite packs ever, especially when it comes to build mode and clothing and also gameplay. Even though if you had watched my Rags to Riches Part 2 challenge with Darlene, you could see I really don't like winter in Seasons, but it's okay. We're just going to find this door from also Seasons. I wanted to find a different door that had windows that went along with the windows that we already had from Seasons, but I was struggling, so I just went ahead and just picked this one out because it just works. And we're going to do medium wall height for this bottom floor just to add some, room over the door so the door doesn't look as squished. I'm going to resize these stairs here because they weren't looking just right. I think I end up moving them. Yeah, we're going to move them because I don't like the way they are. So we're just going to delete the whole upstairs floor plan again because it's just not working. Alright. Add a wall there and a wall there. And now that's all closed off. And now we got to restart the floor plan up here because it's something. I tried deleting this floor here just because I didn't like it there, but it just kept coming back. So it is not an option to not have that there. We're just going to square this off here. We're going to have a bathroom here as like the master bathroom upstairs. Found that platform. I'm going to delete that. I think we're just going to go in with the windows again because obviously I didn't like the windows, like their placement before because I had to rearrange things. We're also going to just, of course, do the matching windows from Seasons all across the house. I'm always scared when placing windows because I don't want the house to look empty, I guess. Because if it looks empty, then it's just plain looking and it's not very aesthetic and cutesy. But you know, it always ends up working out, doesn't it? So yeah. Cat is behind me in the chair. Cat is actually right here. I touch his butt. I touched a cat butt. He doesn't like me touching his butt, but it's okay. But Void is in the room with us today. Just a heads up. We're going to add some doors to our rooms just to like mark them as bedrooms and everything. And bathrooms as well. This house did end up being a 2-bedroom, 2-bath situation. One room did end up becoming an office. We're going to use a dark-toned, like, shingling pattern for our roof color, and just, we're trying to find some edging, too. I like this brown one because it matches that brown from the, or, like, it matches the same brown as Seasons and everything. It's really hard to find matching wood tones in this game, because, or just, like, matching colors in general, because I guess the sim devs don't really like the fact, or just don't like us having matching things, which is quite annoying, and it has like annoyed most of the Sims community to my knowledge, because it's annoying to me. I know Little Simsy has had some rants about it, same with like Fixella here and there, but it's just not, it's very inconsistent with our wood tones here in The Sims 4. We're also going to go into with some paneling on the sides, because I don't want to do that whole brick that I did on that feature piece around the entire house. Alright, we're going to go into the house now, I think. Nope, we're going to do some landscaping. Oh my goodness. I'm just on a roll here. I'm just building. Let's do some nice, like, mud underneath the foundation. Make sure, like, the house looks, like, real-ish and kind of lived in. This, just adding that dirt around the sides of the house kind of gives it a little bit of a realism touch and everything, which is always nice. We're going to go ahead and clean up the sides too, because not all of them are the cleanest. And we are going to go in with a foundation color now. I kind of wanted to do this brick to match that brick that we had on that feature wall, but I feel like I believe I ended up changing that in the future. And now we're just going to go in with some landscaping, tall plants, just going in with like plain colors like the white and the yellow and the red. Just kind of like adding them everywhere. I wanted to try and add a bush here in this corner, but like in the other corner, I know I ended up keeping that bush right there in front of that window. But over here by the front porch, I wanted to add a nice bush in that gap, but we didn't end up doing that. But just along the sides of the house, we're going to do this like a wall of hedges there, and just kind of like smooth out the edges with more grass and things. It is like adding that touch of landscaping around the house is really what makes a house in The Sims. It makes it look homey and lived in, and just kind of like natural. We're going to add these rocks here in that spot I wanted to add a bush there, but those rocks just ended up like fitting better than any of the bushes that I have in the game would be. I probably should be looking more into debug landscaping options, but I'm just going to be using the ones that I have right now, just without debug and everything turned on. I think we need some trees and a back door as well, because we forgot the back door. We remember the porch, But we didn't put the back door down because we wanted to make sure the layout of everything was like a-okay back here. I want something kind of with the window. We're going to pick that one because the wood matches the wood tones. And this nice fencing around the porch as well. We're going to change the stairs now because I found a good stair that from Seasons as well. So all of our woods are matching, and we're also going to change that foundation like I said we were going to because the black just matches better throughout the house. We're going to add a flooring to our porch, this nice wood tone. Not this red one though, because that red one is way too red. Though this one matches the woods that we already have perfectly. We're going to find a nice tree like that one there and this one here. And just add some more, I guess, dirt around them to make it look more realistic. We're also going to grab some like grass to put around them because trees are really hard to kind of like mow around, especially like when you're mowing your grass. I know from experience because like I've been sent out many a times with a weed whacker to go like clean up around the trees and everything when Dad mows the lawn. I want to add some flower boxes here though. I really wanted to add one right there, but it wasn't, it would have like clipped too much with the bushes that we already had there. But anywhere that has like any window that doesn't have a like plant already in front of it, I'm gonna add those there. Or and I want to try and like find something cute like this here, just to like add some character to the roof there because it's looking really kind of plain. I wanted to, I'll just do the same thing with the other roof. And now we're gonna go into our kitchen. I kept coming back to this kitchen because I liked it a lot, and just something about it really spoke to me. There's a couple things like I wanted to try in this kitchen, but it just wasn't really working. Like I tried adding that edge piece there on the cabinets and ended up deleting it just a couple seconds later. Same with a couple of these pieces of cabinets. Almost all of these cabinets get deleted after I put them there. See, like that one's there, that one's deleted, and then we're just gonna scooch everything in, make it kind of like tighter, but also like still have some plenty of counter space, but also have some realism to it. We're going to go in with these chairs / bar stools to have at our bar there, and we're going to get our cabinets as well. I like these ones because they match the like the countertops that we have. It's always like hard for me to find like decide whether or not my cabinets or my cupboards or whatever you call them are done because there are so many options that you can add to them. It's just crazy. And now we're gonna go over here to like our dining nook that we have in this hallway. It took me forever to decide on a table because I needed a table that both fit over here and also matched the house and like everything that we already had. I think I went with this one. You can see, I mean, I cut it down a whole bunch. Like, it took me it shouldn't have taken me like 20 minutes to decide what kind of table I wanted to fit in this corner because I was trying it diagonally and then I just trying it a different way, and I'm glad we like kept the way it was because now it just looks nice. We're gonna go over to the living space now in the living room, adding a nice entertainment center, kind of playing around with the TVs a bit. I want to find a couch that looks like the couch has been like lived in and has like a whole bunch of pillows. So I'm gonna go in with this one from Cats and Dogs. I like the like mixing of colors that we have on this tan one because it's got that blue and that green that I like to use on my builds. And it does have a matching chair as well, so we're gonna pop that in the corner over here, just alt placing it over there and scooting things around just to make sure it all like fits well together. And we're going to add some things to this mantle here, like maybe a couple plants, maybe some books, just some things to, of course, clutter around and make the house look more lived in. I like this plant from the Blooming Rooms kit. it's got a whole bunch of like different options that you can choose from just to make the like have a bit of realism there. We're gonna add a tissue box, and we're gonna color that one white, and then I think we added some books just to like add a finishing touch there. And I want to put a lamp over in this corner. I don't remember what lamp I ended up using, but we added a lamp over here because the corner just looked kind of plain and empty and it needed some like cluttering up. So I'm going to do this one from Book Nook Kit, and it's just, I think, I don't like, I like the lamp. I've used this lamp in the last couple of builds I've done, especially my last build that I did on my channel. I used it in my office area that I made in that video, and now I'm here using it again in my living room. We're going to do a nice rug there, and I kind of did this off camera a little bit, but I did the front entryway as well. We're going to go in and add some wallpaper to our kitchen. I think I just stayed with this nice brick tile here, and we're going to try and find a kind of coordinating / matching floor tile here, which is this one that I picked, and I stayed with that one as well. Throughout the house, I kind of want to do like a tan, so we're just going to add this all over the house by shift clicking, and I got to re-add that black splash that we had there in the kitchen. We've got a nice like corner with a window that I want to add a bookshelf to and some more like kitchen clutter. Just making the house look a little more lived in. We're going to add some pet treats there, and I believe we also add some more kitchen clutter and some plants around the house as well, because it's not a Sims 4 build without plants. You know, I do have debug on, I just wasn't really searching through it. I'm just digging through it for the things that I know I already have. Though this paper towel roll wasn't like sitting where I wanted it, so I had to move the counter and just alt place it over just to like make sure it was where I wanted it to be. And I want to add this towel here above the stove because, you know, need a little kitchen towel, and these broom and dustpan set over there from, I believe, either base game or laundry day. Now we're going to move over here to our main floor bathroom. It's a pretty like narrow bathroom, and we're just going to go in with a couple of things from like Parenthood, base game, possibly Blooming Rooms kit, just like random kits that I like, the clutter from that I use in the kit, like random bathrooms. But as you can see, mainly base game, like the toilet and the toilet paper and this plant here. I played around with the mirrors a little bit. We just had a lot of mirror options, and it didn't come to my mind that I could like use my 9 and 0 keys to raise these up until now. So we're gonna do those there, and kind of change the wood tone of the sink to match the rest of the house. I'm gonna copy and paste the tiling from the kitchen into the bathroom as well. Just to make sure like it's cohesive and flows really well. We're gonna add some towels over the toilet. Again, you need a nice hand towel to wash or dry your hands with after you wash your hands. I think I did that brown one there, and we also need a shower mat in front of our shower. So we're gonna do that there. We're gonna do that nice purple to kind of tie in the flowers on the shower curtain. We're gonna move on over here to our office space. I always kind of struggle with office spaces because I don't want them to look empty, or because like you can do a lot with an office space and it kind of just overwhelms me because like you need a desk and maybe some skill building opportunities and like decorations as well throughout the room. It's kind of difficult for me. But of course we're going to do a computer desk over here, just using some cheaper options. And I want to add the pet's fish tank over here, just to have like, I guess, make it cutesy and stuff. And we want a bookshelf next to the fish tank as well. I chose just one, like this one from the Book Nook kit, because that ended up working, and we're going to match that white to the white that we already have in the kitchen. And out of the rug from Little Simsy's kit here, the Cozy Gamer kit, and we're going to add some plants. This plant is one of my favorites here. It's from Get Famous. I try not to use it in builds that already have a whole bunch of other like random kit or like packs and everything in it, but it's my favorite plant, so might as well just use it anyway. We're gonna go in with some posters on this wall, tying in more of those cats and dogs features that we have, because we use a lot of cats and dogs, just in builds and everything that I make. We're gonna add a cat tree because we added those pet treats, so might as well just tie some things in here. I mean, we're already using cats and dogs as one of our main kits in this build. Might as well just add a pet. We're done with that now, and we're gonna move over to our kids' room because I really wanted to do a kids' room. Like, I mean, I did one last time, but my last kids' room, it was really small, and I just needed like a bigger space like this one here to kind of like fill it up and actually have time to decorate. Though one thing I do realize I need to work on when I'm building rooms is I forget to add curtains on my windows a lot, and so the rooms don't, like, they end up looking unfinished and not always the best. So I know at least in this room I chose some nice curtains, but I don't think there's any curtains in the rest of the build, unfortunately. I don't know where my mind went. But we use the base game rug that we got with our Parenthood update, and we're going to use this drawing table from also base game to add a skill building activity along with the mirror and the dollhouse and this unicorn that I added there. Now the walls are looking pretty blank, so I'm just gonna find some pieces that really fill up the space, like these skateboards and that kind of like shelving thing there. I like the free Pride update that we have. I use that one a lot because it's like it fills up spaces. So we're gonna just swap where those two are, and it looks a whole lot better. We're going to add a toy box over here in the corner and kind of recolor the flag that we put over here just to have like a general and have more colors in the room. Here are those curtains. Like I said, we added curtains finally. I need to really work on that, but these are just going to be yellow curtains here, just to kind of like match the rest of like the hot tones going on in here. I wanted to add this art kit because the kid's already kind of like an artsy kid with the art crafting table and everything. And I want this frame over here as well. I'm kind of putting this llama here as a placeholder just to like so I can move this around the way I want it, and we're just going to end up tying that llama into our frame anyway because we have that cool llama frame. We're upstairs now. We are, of course, going to add more, like, cats and dogs features, and might as well just have a cat because we've got that cat tree down there. So we're going to add our litter box, scoot our tree over some, just kind of, like, leave that there, and then come over here to our bedroom, which I wanted to do like an open concept floor plan for the bedroom up here because, I mean, it's a neat idea. So it's like a loft up here, except with the bathroom closed off. I've been using this bed a lot in my builds because I just got that pack. I've been slowly building my pack repertoire up. But I really like this one because it's like plain and it's not too much, but it's also like, it looks cute. So yeah, we end up, I like the bed. But of course in the bedroom we're using more of the book nook kit because I like the book nook kit. There's a reason why I got it. It's because I was watching other creators use it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need that in my game. So of course we use that and the Dream Home Decorator options a lot. Dream Home Decorator is interesting. There's certainly some items that I've used a lot, especially in this build, in like in bedrooms and in office spaces. I like to use like the closet type of things that we have from it. See, like this one here. Talking too much. But we're just gonna add those over here. Have like a suit area and like a t-shirt and pants area. Recolor those. I hate myself for not realizing that I did this, but I ended up leaving those cubbies where the closet space is empty, and I don't like the fact that I did that. It's on my nerves. Like, I'm just like, why did I do that? Why? Just why? Like, oh my gosh. This wall is also empty, so we're gonna, of course, use more of like the Pride Update items that we have. And just, I like them. They really fill up a wall. And they're, of course, you can use them too in some aspects. Like this one has a mirror, and your sim can like build charisma skills up and like freshen up in the mirror. We're going to add a rug over here to our cat area. Just kind of fill up some space over here. We're going to do a blue rug to match the blue rug and that's already in the bedroom. Kind of playing around with its like placement there, but I just put it back where I normally put it, like originally put it. Now we're on to the bathroom on the upstairs. We're going to do a double sink and this nice mirror also from Seasons. I kind of want to do like a shower nook over here because we have a shower tub combo downstairs and I end up using that way too much in builds. Just having like a custom shower nook over here adds some creativity and customization to the house that we didn't have before. And I only have the one lonesome shower from Snowy Escape, so we'll just use that one. We're gonna clutter in this bathroom now by adding a trash can and that toilet paper roll holder, some rugs in front of the kitchen sink, and some like the shower caddies for like soap and other items. Excuse me, I'm still sick from last week. And we're going to add some plants over in this corner as well. Kind of alt placing them into corners so that way our sim can still get around and into our shower. Now moving on to our backyard, we have this nice little back patio. We're going to delete this column I accidentally placed while building earlier and, of course, place our outside trash can and a nice grill. Adding some planters again for some, of course, skill building activities. And we do have that kid room, so I want to find like an outdoor activity for the kid as well. I didn't want to do a swing set again because I did a swing set in my last build, and the monkey bars weren't really fitting. So I ended up just doing this basketball hoop and just moving around the garden beds there and adding this dirt path here just to make sure, like, make it look like it's really been used a whole lot. Recoloring that as well. And that's the build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did and you want to, like, of course, see more content like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because it's really helpful for me and the channel. Of course, we've got our nice, wonderful kitchen and our just normal living space, our office as well, and our kids' room. Which I ended up really liking. I normally don't do kids' rooms like that. We've got our downstairs bathroom, and just going back over and upstairs, we've got our little pet area, our bedroom. Don't worry, the wall piece is still there. It's just in the thing I was doing, it didn't work. And we have the bathroom. So, again, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. They're really helpful. And I will see you in the next one.